Okay guys, I'm going to do a few examples on each page of this, and I want us to get this down and have 100% accuracy. So I want you to really try your best. So if you look at A, I like to make a 2-story house in the ones place because I call that home base when we're subtracting. And don't assume you have to borrow, you have to evaluate every time. Can I do 5 minus 9? If I have $5 in my wallet, can I give away $9? And I can't because I don't have that much. If the bottom is bigger than the top, you've got to go to your neighbor. But this neighbor doesn't have anything. So I keep walking down the block. So now that 4 becomes a 3. And the one that I borrowed comes over to the right. But I'm not back home yet, so I have to borrow again. So when we put that 1 in front of that 0, we made 10. So now that's going to become a 9, and home base becomes a 15. And now I can subtract across. I can do 15 minus 9, it's 6. I can do 9 minus 8, it's 1. And 3 minus 1 is 2. So I'm going to be borrowing across some zeros right here, but the strategy doesn't change. So I am going to make my 2-story house in the ones place, because that's home base. I can't do 0 minus 3. If the bottom is bigger than the top, you've got to hop to your neighbor. But this neighbor doesn't have anything, so I'm going to go further down the street. So I'm going to borrow a set of 100s, that becomes a 6, borrow from the left, and the single one that I borrowed is going to come next door. But I'm not back to home base yet, so I have to borrow again. That 10 becomes a 9. So 10 minus 3 is 7. 9 minus 2 is 7. And 6 minus nothing is 6. I like how this one has the numbers spread out a little more for you, and so if that's easier for you, you can recopy the problems, or you can use your copier to kind of blow it up and make it bigger. So the same strategy, I'm going to do my 2-story house in the ones place because that's home base. And now I have to evaluate. Can I do 7 minus 9? If the bottom is bigger than top, to my neighbor I will hop. So I'm going to borrow a set of 10 and bring it home to the right. Borrow from the left and carry to the right. 17 minus 9 is 8. 8 minus 5 is 3. And 7 minus 6 is 1.